Welcome to our Tampa Bay real estate market update. This month, we're going to talk about myths, wives' tales, and rules of thumb to help you make smart real estate decisions. My name is Rachel Sartain Tenpenny. I'm the broker owner of the Tenpenny Collection, and I've been serving the Tampa Bay area for over 2 decades in real estate. But I also grew up in a real estate family where my 92-year-old grandmother is still selling real estate with my aunt in Middle Tennessee. So when it comes to myths, wives' tales, and rules of thumb, I've heard them all. And my goal is to help you take the confusing data, trends, and conditions of our market and make sense with them so it helps you make a good decision when you're buying a home or selling a home. Let's start with 2 rules of thumb. And the first one is rising tides lift all boats. So what does that mean? In a rising market, it's easy for your home to gain appreciation. And we saw this over the pandemic years when property values nearly doubled. You didn't have to do anything and your home increased in value. But my favorite quote about rising tides is from Warren Buffett, who said, "When the tide goes out, you see who has been swimming naked," essentially saying even a fool can make money in a rising market. However, in a flat market, you have to look for more strategic ways to grow your return. You cannot rely on appreciation, and there is a risk that the market could decline. A declining market might sound scary, but this is actually where opportunities are abundant. As prices come down, sellers want to cut their losses and pull the plug, and they want to get the property sold. So this is where there are actually a lot of opportunities for savvy buyers. With all of this said, what type of market are we in? Right now in Pinellas County, there are 3,300 homes available for sale, and that is up 42% over last year. And the average list price is a whopping $905,000. Hillsborough County is larger, so their inventory is slightly more, with 4,100 homes on the market. This is up 35% over last year, and their average list price is $553,000. The average price in Pinellas County is a big number, and this is being pulled up by the quantity of luxury listings that have hit the market. Right now, 20% of the active inventory in Pinellas County is priced above $1 million. However, the median price has remained relatively flat for over a year in the Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater area. And just as a reminder, the median price is a better factor to determine the health of a market because it's less susceptible to extreme highs and lows of values. Okay, since we're in a flat market, how can you be more strategic to grow your return on investment and make smart real estate choices? That brings up our second rule of thumb. You make money when you purchase, not when you sell. Meaning your purchase price is the most crucial factor to determine your future profit or loss. Location, market trends, and property conditions must come into the equation. You need to ask, how long will you own the home? If you're planning to own the home for a long time, this really doesn't even become a factor because you can wait out the market. However, if you're only planning to own the home for the next 3 to 5 years, I do not recommend paying top dollar. Then you need to ask, what improvements can you make to add value for the next buyer? How is the home priced versus other homes in the neighborhood? And does it offer stability factors to hopefully shield it from a downturn? Like, is it an established neighborhood or is it an up-and-coming neighborhood? We will provide more tips further in the video to help you make strategic decisions. But first, let's bust the myth of the Florida seasonal market. Let's clear up a misconception. A lot of people think that Florida's seasonal market is in the winter months when the snowbirds are here, but this just is not the case. Just like everywhere else, our peak season is May through August, and this is driven by the school calendar. This is a major force impacting the national housing move over the summer months, and it holds true here in Florida even when it's hot, humid, and hurricane season has started. Our sale season is just warming up, and the proof is in the numbers. In February, our sales numbers jumped 30% over January. However, this is totally normal for this time of year. Expect the inventory and the number of sales to continue to increase over the next couple of months, peaking out around the end of August, early September. However, do not confuse the increase in activity to translate to an increase in prices. Home values are holding steady. Knowing that we're moving into peak season, let's discuss a wives' tale about days on market. For this one, we're going to look specifically at the luxury market. We mentioned earlier in the video that the average list price in Pinellas County rose to $905,000, and this is due to a surge in luxury listings. Right now, the active inventory, 20% of those are priced over $1 million. This segment of the market has shifted to a buyer's market with an 8 to 9 month supply of inventory. For a point of reference, a 6-month supply of inventory is considered a healthy, balanced market. Homes priced between $1 to $1.5 million are in a balanced market with a 6-month supply of inventory. But every other segment of the luxury market needs to be prepared for an extended time on the market before going under contract. Luxury homes are sitting on the market on average about 74 days before they go under contract. In a buyer's market, longer days on the market does not translate to a problem with a home. This is a wives' tale. So what does it mean if a property's been sitting on the market for a long time? Well, in a buyer's market, you can expect properties to sit on the market longer because there just aren't enough buyers to purchase the property. And if there were more buyers, then we would have buyer demand, and that would actually push us into a seller's market. You can actually look at all of this better by looking at the absorption rate. The absorption rate shows the number of homes absorbed out of the market, and this is calculated by taking the number of homes sold and dividing it by the number of active listings. In February, in Tampa Bay, the absorption rate was around 25%. So that means for every 100 homes listed on the market, 25 of those were absorbed out of the market. And we can compare this to the crazy times of the pandemic years of March 2022, which was the peak, when the absorption rate was 244%. That means for every 100 homes that went on the market, 244 sold. That was crazy, and that was high buyer demand, which equates to a seller's market. What caused this shift in buyer demand? Well, the simple answer is mortgage rates. The more complex answer is affordability, which includes the property price, interest rates, taxes, and insurance. What does all this mean for you? Well, shake off the herd mentality, and if you can buy, then buy. You finally have more options to choose from, and you have negotiation power. Be strategic. Look for properties that have been on the market longer. These properties typically have improvements that will add value to it, and the seller is going to be more eager to negotiate. What does this mean if you're selling your home? Well, it's actually good news because we are moving into the summer sales cycle. However, with so much competition, especially in the luxury market, it's more important than ever for you to have your home ready. Last month, we gave you a great tip about having an inspection done before you put your home on the market. And this month, we have another great tip for you. You need to have an elevation certificate, especially if your home is in a flood zone. This is the number one question buyers are asking. They want to know the elevation of the property. So if you do not have an elevation certificate, you need to get one from a survey company. If you need a recommendation, please reach out and we will provide you one. So let's wrap all of this up. For buyers, it's a prime opportunity for you to find the perfect home because you have so many options and you can negotiate favorable terms. If interest rates have been holding you back, you need to know that they have dropped slightly, and depending on your credit score, you may qualify for a much lower interest rate. If it's still not low enough, then consider asking the seller for a concession to buy the rate down. If you want to know more about what interest rate you can get or rate buy downs, reach out to us and we'll partner you with a trusted mortgage lender to give you the information. For sellers, success comes down to strategy. You have to price it right and position your home to shine. And I'm not just talking cosmetically. Buyers nowadays want to know the mechanics of the home have also been upgraded. Last month, we talked about having a pre-inspection done before putting your home on the market. And this month, we've talked about an elevation certificate. This is the information that buyers want to know. Buyers have options, and we want to make sure that your home stands out above the rest. If you're thinking about buying or selling and want to know what these numbers mean for your specific situation, then please reach out. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. We'll see you next month.